A very good evening and warm welcome to Dhamma Television's Collective News. This is Srishti Khadki. Let's move on to today's headlines. Entire focus of government on the development of the country. Prime Minister Oli. Government directed to allocate 50% of the beds in hospitals. Demand of goods will not increase in this Dasai. Urged not to pay more fare, Department of Transport Management. Japa issues lockdown during Dasai. Another 2,942 people were confirmed corona. Republican senator seeking re-election mocks Biden's running mate Kamala Harris names. Pakistan opposition leader's husband arrested in Karachi. Nokia backs $14.1 million contract to set up a 4G network on Moon. Here we go for news in detail. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has said that entire attention of the government is focused on the development of the country. Laying the foundation stone of Damak Hospital building in Damak municipality of Japa through virtual medium on Sunday, Prime Minister Oli said that foundation stone and government buildings were being constructed in different places, despite some obstacles in the development efforts due to corona epidemic. Prime Minister Oli also informed that new train has been brought, east-west train has been prepared and work has been done to displace ropeway. Stating that government has not only talked but also acted, Prime Minister Oli said that those who are scared of good deeds are spreading negative rumors. Similarly, Prime Minister Oli said that government was working to curb the spread of corona and eradicate it. Prime Minister Oli said that although corona was initially controlled, it was spreading in the later stage.
प्रहरी कार्यालयहरूको निर्माण अथवा यस्ता अनेक कामहरू, सेनाका कार्यालयहरूको निर्माण लगायतका अनेक कामहरू, रानी पोखरीको निर्माण, धरहराको निर्माण आदि, धरहरा 21 तलाको बन्दैछ, त्यसमध्ये 16 तला बनिसकेका छ। रानी पोखरीको उद्घाटन 3-4 दिनभित्रमा हामी गर्दैछौँ तयार भएर। यसरी हामीले तीव्र गतिमा विकास गरिरहेका छौँ। यहाँहरूलाई थाहा छ सबैलाई, हामीले दमक चिसापानी बाटो निर्माण गरिरहेका छौँ, अरू बाटाहरू निर्माण गरिरहेका छौँ। विद्युतीकरण लगभग अहिले झापामा विद्युतीकरणको समस्या टुङ्गिएको होला भन्ने ठान्छु सबैतिर। यदि कहीँ कतै पनि पुग्न बाँकी छ भने त्यहाँ पुर्याइनेछ। खानेपानीको प्रबन्ध कहिल्यै भन्दा विकासमा अगाडि र सुविधा सम्पन्न बनाउने कुरामा वर्तमान सरकारले महत्त्वका साथ ध्यान दिएको छ र विकासका क्रमहरू अगाडि बढेका छन्। हामीले यस बीचमा यी 2-2.5 वर्षको समयमा कोरोनाका बावजुद लगभग 4000 किलोमिटर सडक निर्माण गरेका छौँ। कालोपत्री सडकहरू, डबल लेनका, 4 लेनका, 6 लेनका सडकहरू निर्माण गरेका छौँ। 400 भन्दा बढी पक्की पुलहरू, सडक पुलहरू निर्माण गरेका छौँ। झोलुङ्गे पुललाई पूर्ण रूपमा ट्विनलाई विस्थापित गरेर झोलुङ्गे पुल स्थापना गरेका छौँ। पर्यटकीय गन्तव्यहरूको पुनर्निर्माण गर्ने, तिनीहरूलाई बढावा दिने कामहरू गरेका छौँ र साना मसिना कामहरू अहिले सडकमा रहेका सहयोगापेक्षी।
Government has directed all private community and medical colleges and government hospitals to allocate 50% of the total beds for COVID patients. Ministry of Health and Population has directed to set aside all types of infrastructures, including ICU, for COVID patients, and this decision will also apply to government hospitals, said Dr. Jageshwar Gautam, spokesperson of the ministry. Earlier, private cooperatives and communities had to allocate 20% and medical colleges 30%. Similarly, Gautam said that arrangements have been made to sell and distribute remdesivir from pharmacies of the hospitals listed as COVID. Dr. Gautam informed that government has decided to conduct only trial and treatment of frontline personnel, but the coronary examination and treatment of poor and extremely disabled will be done by government, said Dr. Gautam, spokesperson of the ministry. Earlier, government was providing free testing and treatment for corona infection. Dr. Gautam also said that no corona PCR will be tested during last 3 days of the Dasai, but laboratory will work according to the pressure.
अस्पताल शैय्या सम्बन्धी हालको व्यवस्था अनुसार निजी सहकारी सामुदायिक अस्पतालमा 20% शैय्या तथा मेडिकल कलेजहरूले 33% शैय्या कोभिड-19 का लागि छुट्याउने निर्णय भएकोमा सो निर्णय परिवर्तन गरी अब उपरान्त सबै निजी सहकारी सामुदायिक अस्पताल सरकारी अस्पताल तथा मेडिकल कलेजहरूले हाललाई कम्तीमा 50% सबै किसिमका शैय्या आइसियु लगायतका पूर्वाधारहरू कोभिड-19 को व्यवस्थापनमा का लागि छुट्याउनु पर्ने निर्णय भएको छ। संक्रमितहरूको डिस्चार्ज सम्बन्धमा भएको हालको व्यवस्था अनुसार 14 दिनमा लक्षण नभएका तथा लक्षण हराएको 3 दिन भएका व्यक्तिहरूलाई डिस्चार्ज गर्ने भनिएकोमा अब उपरान्त पछिल्लो 3 दिन चिन्ह र लक्षण नभएमा 10 दिनमा डिस्चार्ज गर्ने। यसरी डिस्चार्ज भएका व्यक्ति होम आइसोलेसनमा कम्तीमा 7 दिन अनिवार्य रूपले बस्ने सुनिश्चितता गर्ने। आर्थिक रूपले विपन्न अशक्त तथा असहाय अवस्थामा रहेका नागरिकहरू असहाय एकल महिला।
In the past Dasai, demand for goats in Kathmandu has been increasing by about 50%, but it is seen that the demand will not increase much in this Dasai. Due to corona epidemic, most of the people have already gone to the villages, and even in the Kathmandu, there is not much activity. Entrepreneurs of the notorious goats market in Kathmandu have estimated that the demands for goats will not increase in Kathmandu. Janak Kumar Khatka, chairman of purchase and sale of goats at Kalanki Khasi Bazaar, said that the demand for goats is expected to remain the same this year. An average of 40,000 goats are sold monthly from infamous goat market under normal circumstances. Food Management and Trade Company Limited is also going to start selling goats in Kathmandu Valley from October 19. Company has been selling goats in every Dasai for market price control. Department of Transport Management has urged passengers to wear face shields when traveling long and medium distances. Department has requested to make the face shields mandatory as number of passengers will increase with the risks of coronavirus. Department says passengers should be careful to avoid getting infected with coronavirus by themselves. Similarly, department has requested the passengers not to pay more fare as there is a rule to carry passengers in all the seats. Earlier, government had made an arrangement to charge up to 50% more than the previous fare for carrying passengers in only half the seats. However, department has issued a notice saying that the rule has been repealed and the rent should be taken at the same rent. Department has stated that action will be taken against those who cheat on passengers. The District Administration Office, JAPA, has issued a lockdown during the Dasai festival. The local administration has decided to impose lockdown for 12 days during the Dasai, saying that risks of coronavirus infection will increase during the festival. As per the directive of COVID-19 Crisis Management Center, the local administration has announced to impose lockdown from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. till October 30. During this period, except for urgent work, it is advised not to work or dive at night. Similarly, operation of hotel businesses and shops has also been suspended. Chief District Officer Shravan Kumar Timsina has issued a public notice urging not to participate in the gathering during the lockdown period and not to hold fairs and festivals. The local administration has stated that such decision has been taken in accordance with the authority of Section 2 of the Infectious Disease Act 2020 and Article 6 of the Local Government Act 2028. According to Ministry of Health, corona has been confirmed in 2,942 people during tests conducted in different parts of the country. According to Ministry, another 1,698 corona have been found in the Kathmandu Valley. Accordingly, 1,469 corona have been confirmed in Kathmandu, 99 in Bhaktapur and 130 in Lalitpur. Along with this, number of corona infected in Nepal has reached 132,246. Another 12 people have died due to corona infection. 739 people have died due to corona so far. According to Ministry, another 2,326 infected people were discharged on Sunday, while 92,166 infected people have been cured so far, said Ministry spokesperson Dr. Jageshwar Gautam. Currently, number of active infected is 39,341. Similarly, there are 26,408 people in home isolation and 12,933 people in institutional isolation. So far, 1.28 million PCR tests have been done in Nepal.
हुनान्से प्रदेश 2 में 520, बागमती प्रदेश में 7,650, गण्डकी प्रदेश में 812, लुम्बिनी प्रदेश में 1,936, कर्णाली प्रदेश में 418, सुदूरपश्चिम प्रदेशमा 398 जना। यसै गरी होम आइसोलेसनमा रहनुभएको सङ्ख्या प्रदेश 1 मा 4120, प्रदेश 2 मा 814, बागमती प्रदेशमा 16,765, गण्डकी प्रदेशमा 930, लुम्बिनी प्रदेशमा 2281, कर्णाली प्रदेशमा 808, सुदूरपश्चिम प्रदेशमा 690 जना गरी जम्मा 26,408। नेपालमा आजको पिसिआर 14,875 गरी जम्मा 12,83,354 परीक्षण भएको छ। गत 24 घण्टामा नयाँ सङ्क्रमितको सङ्ख्या 2,942 छ। आज काठमाडौँ उपत्यकामध्ये काठमाडौँमा 1,469, भक्तपुरमा 79 र ललितपुरमा 130 गरी जम्मा सङ्क्रमितको सङ्ख्या 1,698 छ। क्वारेन्टिनमा रहनुभएका व्यक्तिहरूको सङ्ख्या 4,831 रहेको छ। प्रदेशअनुसार प्रदेश 1 मा 445, प्रदेश 2 मा 82, बागमती प्रदेशमा 301, गण्डकी प्रदेशमा 675, लुम्बिनी।
Republican Senator David Perdue, who is seeking re-election from Georgia, has sparked a storm after mispronouncing Democratic vice presidential candidate Kamala Harris' first name during a speech at a rally for U.S. President Donald Trump. It is unlikely that Perdue would have made the remark out of ignorance or by accident because he has served with Harris, a senator from California, for at least 3 years. Mispronouncing Harris' name has become standard practice for Republicans in recent times in what is seen by many as an effort to belittle her by highlighting her heritage. She is the daughter of an Indian origin mother and Jamaica origin father. After the remark, Democratic challenger Jon Ossoff tweeted, "Senator Perdue never would have done this to a male colleague or a white colleague, and everyone knows it." Pakistan's opposition leader Maryam Nawaz, daughter of former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, tweeted on Monday morning saying police in Karachi have arrested her husband, Safdar Awan, from the hotel they were staying in. The arrest came hours after Maryam, vice president of the opposition PMLN party, had taken part in a protest rally of the newly formed Joint Opposition Front Pakistan Democratic Movement in Karachi on Sunday, targeting the administration of Prime Minister Imran Khan. "Police broke my room door at the hotel I was staying at in Karachi and arrested Captain Safdar." Maryam tweeted, "So far, no announcement has been made regarding Safdar's arrest." Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, leader of Pakistan People's Party, had hosted Sunday's protest rally in Karachi. It has emerged that police reportedly told Maryam that Safdar was being charged with violating the sanctity of mausoleum of Muhammad Ali Jinnah in Karachi. It was also reported that police have reportedly booked over 200 persons, including Maryam, on the same charge. The police action reportedly came after Khurram Sarjaman, a member of Imran Khan's ruling Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf party, had lodged complaints against Maryam and Safdar at a local police station in Karachi. PTI leaders were reportedly angered by slogans raised at the mausoleum, targeting Khan's administration. Video clips circulating on social media apparently showed Safdar and several others chanting slogans from the inner circle of the mausoleum. Political activities are banned inside the mausoleum and its immediate surroundings. Earlier on Sunday, Maryam, her husband, and PMLN supporters had visited the mausoleum to offer prayers ahead of the PDM's rally that was held in Karachi's Jinnah ground located near the mausoleum. NASA has awarded Finnish firm Nokia a contract worth $14.1 million to set up a 4G network on the moon to pave the way to sustainable human presence on the celestial body. In a series of tweets, Nokia said that the company will build and deploy the first wireless network on the moon, starting with 4G and moving on to 5G later down the line. The company will work with initiative missions for the network, which will form the critical communications fabric for data transmission applications, including rover control and real-time navigation on the lunar surface. According to Nokia, the network is designed to withstand the extreme temperatures, radiation, and vacuum of space, along with the vibrational impact sustained during launch and landing. It will be built to meet the size, weight, and power constraints of space payloads in the smallest possible form. The mission is expected to validate the future of operational deployments and potential of human habitation on the moon. This is all for now. We'll be back with more news and updates. Till then, keep watching Dhamma Television. May all the sentient beings be at peace. Stay safe.